Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to hour 2 of Fallout 4. Okay, without further ado, we are currently in Sanctuary, where we finished off the last hour of footage. And what we are going to do is we are now going to head out of Sanctuary to the south. So after we've done our first hour, we now move into our second hour. Now at this point in time, you could, if you wanted to, do a bit more exploration around Sanctuary and clear out the houses. I will leave that to you guys. There's plenty of safes and stuff in here that you can explore, unlock, and get extra loot from. I just picked up ammo from this mailbox, and there should be some grenades in this one down here. So let's have a look. Yep, 2 fragmentation grenades. Okay, so we now head south over the bridge out of Sanctuary. The first thing you want to do, of course, is loot these corpses on the way out. So we have got some bottle caps, some shotgun shells, some 38 rounds, a couple of stimbacks, and a short barrel, double barrel shotgun that is actually better than the one that we've currently got, so we will take it. Mungle dog meat, and there is, or should be, oh, it's not actually there. There should normally be a tire iron sticking out of the dog, which is a weapon that you can take. There it is lying on the floor. I personally don't use it because I'm not a melee build player. But a lot of people miss this. If you come up here, there is a duffel bag. So we've got 308 rounds, Molotov cocktail, and a short pipe bolt action rifle. Now we already have one, so there's no plus icon, so we don't need to take it. Now what we will do is we will go and get dog meat first. So let's go and get dog meat from Red Rocket, because it's good to have our companion. Greet the dog. There we go.
Hey boy, what are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal? Okay then, let's stick together.
And now we should get some mole rat attacks. So again, we can command, obviously, dog meat to do what we need to do. Dog meat's found something, that'll be the stim pack. He's just picked it up. So if you talk to him and go trade, you will be able to take that stim pack back. And again, there's a medical box down here on the floor, so take the stim pack and the blood pack, and let's trigger some mole rats. Well, they should appear. So again, within here, this is another settlement. So we're going to take the 18 pre-war money, and that's something I've noted since the anniversary update is you do seem to find a lot more pre-war money than you found before the release. I'm going to turn that radio off. Now with this, we can close the door, providing an extra bit of security in this room where we have our power armor rack and our workbench. So we're going to search. There we go. We can now use the workshop at Red Rocket. And here come the mole rats. Whoa, that was a bravo. Not sure who the trader is with this Brahmin. Doesn't seem to be one. Bethesda's gonna Bethesda. Yep. Okay. On you trot and catch up with, I presume, Trash Can Carla, who was standing in Sanctuary on her own. Again, just clear out the corpses, take all the stuff. There we go. Now, while we're here, we might as well go to the mole rat den where there is a fusion core. So down the back here, if you drop down and go round, you will find the mole rat den. I'm just remembering where it is. Here. So this mole rat den, again, lots of extra loot. So the stuff outside that you can collect, coffee pots, various bits and pieces that you can use for crafting back at Sanctuary. So again, there's loads of ball peen hammers and stuff in there. Take the glowing fungus and the brain fungus because you're going to want that for crafting, and then head into the mole rat den. Now let's have a quick look at what weapons we currently have. that we haven't yet favorited. So we've got 6 Molotov cocktails. So what we're going to do is we're going to favorite that and put that into our minus sign. Now down to our weapons, we've got our pipe rifle, our pipe pistol. So pipe pistol we will favorite into slot 3, and pipe rifle we will put into slot 4. And the bolt action rifle we will put into slot 5. So we've now allocated all of our weapons. So we'll go with our pipe pistol, and into the mole rat den we go. Once inside, I would turn on your Pip-Boy. So again, the tab key to turn that on and off. Collect all the brain fungus as you go. I think I missed one over my head there. And then as we come down, we will trigger some mole rats. There's one there. Again, glowing fungus, you want to be collecting it all. Again, it's pretty much looty McTooty. You want to take everything that you see. Now, there's someone dead down here, as you can see, skeleton. But again, lots of looting opportunities. So down in the middle, we've got a lot of brain fungus, loads of empty bottles if you need glass. But again, be collecting all of the lovely, delicious.
Hey.
Out my way, dog meat. And we have a lovely bottle of coolant, which we will take. And there we go. So we've looted most of this pile. Now there's multiple paths once we're in, so we came from this way. So if we go over here, there is a cooler. And there is a duffel bag, so take everything from here if you need it. Again, that's looted. Then over this side, we have a fusion core, but you are going to get radiation damage. So in we go. Pop that down, and then over this side there's a couple of 10mm rounds, a pipe pistol, and the Trash Busters award. So we're going to take that. You can read that at your leisure, but it dictates how they won the award. Just a burnt book down there, not one for returning. And then over on the left hand side here we have a pathway that goes a little bit deeper into the cave. Okay, where did that mole rat appear? Lovely, I'm coated in mole rat goo. Right, again, collecting everything as we go. Down into this last pit at the bottom that has a safe. So again, duct tape, flip lighter, silver fork, coffee cup there, coffee pot, we'll take that, brain fungus, glowing fungus. There is a teddy bear in the water, but he is difficult to get, as you can see. Even if we move him, sometimes you can't pick him up. A bit like a mini nuke that I will show you in a little bit. So Abraxo, unlocked novice. Oh, nearly. No, that's less, so it must be about there. There we go.
Got it.
So some 38 rounds, 45 rounds, bottle caps, a glow-sighted heavy pipe pistol, which is probably better than what we've currently got, and a couple of leather right arms, and a pipe revolver rifle. Again, you can take it if you want, or leave it if you want. The choice is, of course, yours. Now, we'll come back out. Didn't harvest that brain fungus, or that one, or that one. We've harvested pretty much everything. Think a bit of this glowing fungus we didn't harvest. There we go. And we've pretty much looted the entire location. So back out we go. Oh, we again appear to have a radiation storm. Fun stuff. Right, as you come out the back of here, you will notice this water tower. It is worth going to. So up we go. And at the base of the water tower here, you will find a med box, so Stimpack and Radaway, and a bunch of purified water. One of them did, there were 4, one of them actually fell through the ground. Again, Bethesda's always going to Bethesda. And if you come straight up from the water tower, you will then find this steamer trunk. So again, 308 round, and we have a leather chest piece that is better than what we are currently wearing. So again, if you find any extra armour that is better than what you're currently wearing, then check it out and put it on. The reason being, of course, I don't think we currently, what's that, 4 and 2 versus 3 and 10. So the energy resistance is much higher, so we'll drop off this one that we've got. So we don't need to carry extra armour for now. And there we go. That thing still managed to fire its maggots at me. Lovely. Where's its corpse gone? There we go. Take some bloatfly meat. There should be another one around here somewhere. I can hear it. Where is it? There it is. Hiding in the bushes. And away we go. Dead. Now, that's Abernathy Farm over there. So as you come back over to the water tower, there is a safe nearby here, but with the weather conditions and everything else, it can be a little bit difficult to find if you don't know where you're going. But again, heading straight over this way, there is a safe. Yep, I know, dog meat. I know it's here. With some ammo and some stim packs. So there we go. Yeah, I know, boy. I know. Okay, so where we are now, we're just along here, and here is Red Rocket. We now want to go along the southern edge of here and back round to the northern edge of the initial lake around Sanctuary. So we're going to drop back down. So there's Red Rocket in the distance. To reload my gun. And again, we want to walk along the edge. So coming through until you see the water. So there's the water, and what we're going to do is we are going to walk along the edge here. Oh, wild dog. Not entirely sure why a dog has eaten a subway token, but there we go. There is a seat with a view up here somewhere as well, but what we're actually doing is we're looking for quite a special location. So down along the water's edge still, just keep going. I heard something then. I think that might just be the rad stag. Again, keep going. I think the seat with a view is like up there somewhere. And here we go. There is a pump with a pipe that heads up the hill. Well, what we want to do is open the circuit breaker and activate, which turns off the water pump. And you'll notice there is also a fridge over there. And we are going to go up to the top. Now, the reason for this is there is a snub-nosed 4.4 pistol, which is a powerful pistol. Now, it doesn't have a lot of ammo, but more importantly, we can open this lid and 3 cap stashes fall out. So there we go, a nice bunch of cap stashes. Now, looking at this guy, he has all this stuff spread out around him, but the important thing is the snub-nosed 4.4 and the 4.4 rounds. Inside here, we have radaways. If you want, you can jump up and hit E. So there we go, and one more, which is a Rad X. Nothing else in there. So the other stuff that you want is the aluminium can and the bobby pin box and the ammunition from inside here. Okay, where are the other corpses? And there are also raiders near here. Oh, we've got an attack dog incoming. Go on, dog meat, go for it. Now there is another guy there, down there. So again, loot the corpses. We've got a heavy pipe pistol that is better than what we've currently got, so we'll take that. Stim pack, we've got a gas mask and goggles. Yeah, we're not wearing that. Personally, I don't like certain items of clothing. Where was the other corpse? Here. Okay, was there anything that we left behind? Nope. Now, these raiders are at this little campsite, so have a look around. What you've got over here is a Brahmin corpse with nothing in it. But go over to the fire and you've got some mole rat chunks, buff out, and some dirty water. Now, iguana on a stick, feel free to take it if you eat human flesh. Personally, I don't when I do my playthroughs. There's a couple of sleeping mats as well, so you can have a little lie down and recover your health if you want, if you don't want to use any health items. Now, next to here, you see this broken up building. So you want to go over here. And at the back, there is a safe. And again, you've got another 10mm pistol and a cap stash. So take that and add it to your collection. Now, once we have cleared all of this out, what you want to then do is head back towards the lake. Now, there is a set of power armor with a crashed vertibird, which is about here. Now, the only thing with power armor in Fallout 4 is that the quality of the power armor is determined by your level. So there's a lot of videos that say, I'll get early power armor, go and head here and everything else. I tend to say wait, because at the end of the day, at the moment, let's have a look, we're level 3, which is nothing. Ideally, you want to be level 25 to 30 and above when you start popping power armor cells, because the higher level you are, the higher likelihood you have of the cell spawning a much better quality set of power armor. So T60, T51, with full sets rather than pieces missing, and of course sometimes, depending on your level and where the armor is located, XO1, which of course is the best power armor. Now, with Fallout Season 1, the TV series, obviously the Enclave content was added, and you can get Enclave armor. So you can get the Hellfire armor, and you can get the XO1 Enclave armor. Now, again, that was that the fridge I pointed out? I don't think it was. Again, just walking down, everything in Fallout 4 is always worth investigating. So again, you've got a corpse lying down. Must have been using a bathtub to try and hide from the nukes maybe, or the blast threw it into the air. And that was the fridge that I pointed out. And we did walk straight past that little pier as well. Oh, it's got some corn in it. There we go. Now, round the back edge of the river is where we picked up our armour last time, which was over there. Now, there is a chest sunken in the water. But of course, unless you've got the Aqua Boy perk, you are going to take significant radiation damage going into the water, so I would advise against it. Well, unless of course you've got plenty of radaway, feel free to go for a swim and clear your rads once you get out of the water. But again, we will go round the edge of the lake, and oh look, there is a bunch of Mirelurk eggs, and where's the Mirelurk babies? Here they go. Followed up by, of course, the Mirelurks themselves, which I haven't actually reloaded my shotgun, which isn't particularly helpful. In fact, I'm going to need to take a stim pack. Oh, I'm stuck against a tree. That's not good. Again, switch to your trustier weapons, so the 10mm tends to work better, of course, but these guys are quite tough. Right, one dead. And two dead. Okay, we need more than health at the moment, so let's go through our aid that we've got. So we've got a baked bloat fire, so we'll eat that. What else have we got? We didn't really cook a huge amount of stuff. So we do have, let's have a look, mole rat chunks, which is edible. That will bring us up to near full health. Actually, one of the other things we'll do is take a rad away, because we do have quite a few now. We've got 6, so I'm going to take a rad away, which means my health will go to the top. Now let's harvest the corpse. And walk back round again to where it was on the edge. Now, we did come quite a significant distance to escape the Mirelurks. But as we come back down, now that the Mirelurks are dead, where their nests are, you will find Mirelurk eggs, which you can harvest and use for cooking. So again, we've harvested all those. There's no other nests here, so that will do. Lovely, nice. And again, we come round the top northern edge of the lake. And what we are going to do is we are going to head up here. Okay, let's just see where we are. I think we might want to go a little bit further, but I think it is up here. Here we go. So there's this little bathtub with a mylark meat cooking over a stop sign. We've got some rad X, duct tape, turpentine, beer and rad roach meat. So this little stash at the top of the hill. There is also a makeshift shooting range as well. So here you go, beer bottle there, another beer bottle, and dog meat is going, oh look, I found something. Yeah, you certainly have. You've taken the gun, okay. Duct tape, again there's some fancy lad snack cakes, and inside there you can see, as well as the 4.5 rounds, there is a Nuka Cherry. Don't think there's any Nuka Cola, no. It's just the Nuka Cherry. I don't need the fancy lad snack cakes. So again, another couple of locations at the top. Now we've already been to the shack in the distance in our first hour of play. So the next place we are going to go is the yard over here. And the little bit to the south. So let's go. And this is the early Fat Man. So this is to throw a Fat Man into your collection from the beginning. So let's walk. Past the corpses from earlier. Just having a quick check on our bearings. Yep. And see that symbol, the 3 cars? It's moving left and right as I turn. That is where we want to go. Now there's an important point here where it is worth doing an F5 to save the game and then potentially reload depending on what happens. If it fails for me, I'm not going to reload, but obviously it will give you the idea of what to do. So in we go into the robotics disposal ground, and in here you have this, which can become an ally for you, and I will show you how. In here we have a fusion core and a military grade circuit board. Nice. Now, what you also want to do is come over the back, because over the back here is a Fat Man. So that is a mini-nuke launching weapon, which is extremely powerful. Now, obviously we've taken that, and if we now do an F5, I will show you why. So we're going to save the game. Up here is one of your earliest extra pieces of ammunition for the mini-nuke. It's just hidden here at the entrance, but the biggest problem with it is it tends to disappear. So if you try dropping down on it from above, it should kick it out. There we go, and we're able to take the mini-nuke. If you do it from the front, this way, and walk into it, it will kick it under the car and you will never be able to get it. Now, in that direction, there is a crashed vertibird in a field with a set of power armor. But because we're so low level, if you walk into that cell, oh, that's interesting. Glitchy. Bethesda's gonna Bethesda. Okay, so once you're in here, there is a lot of extra goodies. So we've got some Radaway purified water and a blood pack. Then you have a military grade circuit board. Turn on your light if you want to be able to see what you're doing. Makeshift battery for lead under there. More importantly, you have Hot Rodder, which is the first paint scheme that you can get for your power armor. So there we go. Custom paint job for your power armor. Cigar box, dog meat. I don't know what you're doing there, boy. But are you trying to use the terminal? You trying to use the terminal, boy? I know you're clever, but you're not that clever. Another military grade circuit board, a stim pack, some wonder glue, and a flip lighter. Now, this terminal is important. So, blah, 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 blah. What you want to do is you want to eject the tape. So we've ejected the tape. Then what you want to do, bearing in mind that the mission that we've got is for USAF Satellite Station Olivia. So what you do is you bring up your Pip-Boy, you go to your inventory, you go to your miscellaneous, and you go to the Combat Sentry Proto Mark IV holotape. Activate Sentry Bot. Boot up sequence. Do you want to carry on? Yes, you do, even though it says, oh my goodness, it's dangerous, it's going to kill you, blah, 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 blah. Confirmed. And then what you want to do, once this is all loaded, is initiate where it's going to. So you've got Engage Defense Protocol, information. So what you want to do is you want to go Engage Defense Protocol. Then you want to use USAF Olivia, which is that station nearby. So defend. Mapping path to USAF Olivia, and off it goes. So now we can come out, and if we now turn off our Pip-Boy and come out, here it goes. Okay, normally it works a little bit better than that, but there it goes. Okay, just killing the Malrats, of which there are loads of them. Okay, they're all dead. Now I know you guys are now sitting there going, oh, I want to see the robot, I want to see the robot. Okay, let's run. I probably didn't loot all the corpses, but the power armor is down that way, but you can hear it is now attacking subjects, and we've already activated the power armor, so we will go over and have a look at what's spawned. But let's follow the robot, because it is going to clear out USAF Olivia for us. Oh, it's cooling down. It is a prototype after all, and I did just see a car spawn and fly. Let's see the car in the distance flying in the air. Bethesda's going to be Bethesda. Come on, robot. Do your job. Targets are up there. That's it. Go on. Oh, yes. It makes it a lot easier than you trying to clear it out yourself. I mean, obviously you don't get the XP, but we will leave that robot doing its business. Or actually, hold on, let's go up and make sure it's finished and killed everything. And then what we'll do is we'll shut it down. Okay, so it has clearly killed everything by now. So everything's dead. So what you can now do is you can bring up your prototype again, and you can now go deactivate Sentry Bot. Now the reason that that is relatively important once you've deactivated it is you can use it to go other places. Interesting. And that's it. It's now going home. So let's go back to the field where I mentioned the power armor is. Take the Brahmin meat, lovely. And oh yeah, hidden in this tree you also have a little cooler, so 45 rounds and jet, lovely. We will go up there and have a look in a second. A couple of rad stags over there, but what you've got is this crashed vertibird, and there goes the robot again back to its home. Molotov cocktail, Rad-X and a cigarette, lovely stuff. And as you come up here, again there's nothing there, but you do have this set of power armor. Now, as I noted, it is only an arm, a head, and the torso. So that's all it has because we're relatively low level. And of course, there's this guy here who has the military helmet that you can't get, which is fine, of course, because we've already got one that we got at the beginning of the game. Now, as you walk around here, you could kill the rad stags if you want for the extra meat. There are also some ammo containers. Just trying to remember where they are. Yep, there we go. So 10mm rounds, and it's always worth exploring all the way around everything just to make sure that you've got everything that you need. Another rad stag over there lying down. Again, at the crash site, a few different bits and pieces. Again, just look round. We've already cleared out the explosives box. And that is pretty much it. And then, of course, you have the power armor itself, which doesn't have a fusion core. So the option now is you can mark it on your map, or you can take it back to Sanctuary and then deal with it, or just take it and use it now, as is. Dog meat, leave the reds. Ah, do you know what? Let's have the meat. Why not? Oh. Map updated from the robot. So what we just got was a map update from that robot. Have a look around. We've obviously got Investigate Concord, but now we have Cambridge Polymer Labs on the map, and we've also already uncovered Diamond City, of course. Now, this going in here is a bit of a challenge, so we are going to take this power armor, even though it's relatively low level. So we've got our fusion core. And in we get. Now, what weapon do we want to use in here? Doesn't really matter. Let's reload our shotgun. And we are at USAF Station Olivia. Now, of course, this was cleared out by the military bot, so we can just go around and look at what's worth looting. Now, there isn't really much here. You've got a toaster with a screwdriver jammed into it. Can we grab the screwdriver? Yep, take that as well. And then go back outside. And everyone that was killed, so there's a dead mole rat. Again, take everything. Come up and see if we can find the corpses. Yep, here's one dead guy. So again, nothing decent on him. Come up to the top. And then in here, there is a baseball glove. Over on the table, we've got some vodka. There's some canned dog food. Okay, I think dog meat just decided to jump off. We've got some 10mm rounds and nothing in this locker here. Again, walk out, see if there's any other corpses that were killed by the defense bot. Nope. Okay. Now, the good thing with power armor, of course, is you can just jump. I saw dog meat down there. So, again, you can just jump over and you don't take full damage because you're in power armor. Now, again, going around the other side, we can see there's another dead mole rat. Oh, there's some pre-war money. Nice. And then we have a Molotov cocktail. Some 38 rounds. Anything else interesting? No. And then in we go into here. Some dirty water, flip lighter and some jet. Nothing in the desk. Anything in the lockers? No, nothing. Again, it's always worth looking for everything to see if there is anything worth looting. And then we have USAF, Satellite Station Olivia. Okay, so we're going to switch to our 10mm. And in we go. Now, there is a raider boss in here, and the raider boss has a minigun. So for the laser tripwires, just disarm. Or dog meat runs through. No, I'm joking, he doesn't trigger them. Only you do. And then obviously start looting. So we've got a box down here, a couple of Molotovs, Rad X. Over here in the desk, some cotton yarn, coffee cup, clipboard. Now there is a guard terminal, but unless you've got advanced hacking, you're not going to be able to unlock it, but we will find the key for this room anyway. Again, turn on your light, see if there's anything that you want to take. Blowtorch, Braxo, nothing else in here. Nope, doesn't look like it. Don't need a metal bucket. But again, inside that room there, you have a Covert Ops Manual, another mini nuke, and a bunch of very delicious loot. So we definitely want to be going in there. Now, there are people in here, of course. We have an attack dog coming already.
Someone's out there.
Okay. Oh, is the dog dead? Yep, the dog is dead.
Hey.
I'm not talking to you, dog mate, thank you. I'm trying to loot the corpse. You do like standing in the way.
Where'd that little fucker go?
So that's Ak Ak, who's now dead, and that is the minigun that I was talking about. That guy tried to take the minigun, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump down and get it. There we go. Now that we jumped down, we do actually need to go back up. But, take the fusion core. We are going to go back up the stairs, because again, we haven't finished.
Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole's using a stealth boy.
Yeah, I'm using a stealth boy. Over here, we have another little room, toilets, but it does have a med box. Always check everywhere to see if there's anything that you've missed. So there's like a coffee cup down there. We'll take that. Rolled newspaper. And there is a plunger in the toilet, which is good for rubber. Check the newsstand. Tends to be nothing in there. And then keep going.
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you.
I'm in a massive clunky power suit. You should be able to hear me. Come on, out you come. I know you're down there. Anyway, let's go get the drugs.
No sign of him now.
So you've got drugs here, which is a novice lock, so you should be able to do it even if you haven't leveled up your lock picking. Nearly. There we go.
Oh, yes.
So buff out. Oh, no, I'm not looking to transfer that. Thank you very much. Buff out Med X. 308 rounds, short pipe bolt action rifle, and a pipe bolt action pistol. Again, neither of which we need, but duct tape, we'll take that.
You should be thanking me instead of bitching all the time. Now shut up and get back to your patrol. Don't get your panties in a twist. I'm going.
So the raiders are now arguing amongst themselves while we're just carrying on looking around for stuff to loot. Nothing in there, but we've got some Abraxo, a hot plate, cigarette cartons. Don't really need any of that. Into the locker, shot glass, nope, don't need that. We've got some fancy lad snack cakes, cabinet, desk, we've moved all the way around, but military grade circuit board, flip lighter and pack of cigarettes. There is also a terminal that you can use. Okay, I think we've cleared out everything in here and are ready to move forwards. Okay. Don't forget to loot all the corpses as you go.
What the fuck? You're mine now, rookie.
Not really. I'm in power armor, but yeah. Again, looting as we go. Overdue book. Again, if you want to be able to see what you're doing, turn your light on. Nothing interesting in there. Some 38 rounds. And there is an army helmet on top of the bear if you haven't already got one. And take the teddy bear and the cigar. Nothing there. We've got another teddy bear with a surgical tray and an aluminium can. Again, we'll take that. Have a look through the lockers if there's anything that you want. Oh, camera. Nice. Nothing in the other lockers. Okay, that may well be the last. Oh, there is still people alive. Goodbye. That's the ammo for the minigun, so we've got a decent amount of ammo for it. Another 500 rounds. Pipe pistol, random other goodies, but we do have a Vault-Tec lunchbox, which has a noodle cup in it. Nice. Some turpentine, and the plunger. Again, looting as we go. I always loot everything that I can, as long as my weight allows it. Just random hole in the wall. Again, just keep exploring through. So we've got this little office area. Again, nothing really interesting to loot from there. Nothing there. bandage scissors, and a desk fan. So really just the desk fan worth looting. And we keep going. Nuka machine with nothing in it. Dead guy down here, and he does have some jet. And it's always worth kicking corpses just to make sure that there is nothing else worth taking, because they will move. And we also have the locket for our quest, of course, for Abernathy Farm. And it is a novice lock, which we will open. Oh, first time. Sweet. Oh, don't explode near me, thank you. So we're just setting the fire, which will kill the majority of the rad roaches in here. Let the fire go out. There's still quite a few in here. Come on, dog meat. There you go, boy. You've got a kill. Again, take all the meat, because it's good for cooking. Rad roach makes some good eating. Okay, in here, over in the corner, you have a med box. So just get that, stim pack and blood pack. Nice. Keep walking around. Again, you can have your light on or off. Used oil can, gas canister. Now in the opposite corner, you've got nuclear radiation, but you also have a radaway and 10mm rounds. Now we are in power armor, so we don't get rads. And in this corner, you're going to get a rad roach pop out of the corpse. Yeah, I know, dog meat. I already knew it was coming. So then we've got the intel room key. Oh, yes. And some wonder glue. Over here, we've got an antique globe, an unrusted tin can. Whenever you find untarnished, so untarnished metal bucket, tin cans, everything else, if you're doing settlement building and you want stuff to look like pre-war and nice, there are quite a few locations in the game where you can get stuff that is unaffected, so it's like pre-war. Late edition newspaper. Take that as well. There's a radio there that is obviously undamaged and looks pretty nice, but of course you can't take it. And again, we've now looted everything. So we took that, we've done the intel room key, we've looted everything there. There is nothing else. It is time to head back out. Ah, breaking a bobby pin, nice. Oh. Okay, so we must be about there then. Oh, that's so close. Really? There we go.
Nice.
So, another additional radaway. There we go. Definitely got everything now. And again, just checking, make sure you've checked all rooms. So we've definitely been through everything here. We've been through here. Anything else you want to take, just take it and bring it back home. Nice double-barreled shotgun down there. Again, we've been in. So up we go. Back up towards the entrance. Now again, this is where we went down to the left, and the intel room is here, which we have with the key. So now you have a mini nuke, you have US covert operations, so permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. Nice. Look around the room, there is a safe, so silver pocket watch, we'll take that. Duffel bag, and it's a novice lock for the safe, so again, nice and easy to break into. There we go, just like that.
That's it.
10mm rounds, glow-sighted 10mm pistol, so it might be worth taking. What weight are we at? 280 out of 310. Pre-war money and some shotgun shells. Battered clipboard, coffee cup. Again, just take everything that is worth looting. Dish rag we will take. There is a Nuka-Cola, and another Nuka-Cola, and another Nuka-Cola. And a lovely desk fan. Cigarettes, old world globe. I don't need a table knife. And then we've got this nice big steamer trunk in the corner, which has got some 308 rounds. Dog meat, you are completely in my way. Shotgun shells, 10mm rounds, 38 rounds, Molotov cocktail, fragmentation mine, and a couple of pipe weapons. Crystal liquor decanter, that is worth taking. Turpentine, carton of cigarettes, nothing in any of those. Light bulb, handcuff, light bulb, we'll take all those. Paintbrush we don't need. Pencil we don't need. Coffee cup, another desk fan, and the coffee pot. I think we've pretty much looted everything now from here. Yep, I think we've cleared it all out, and we are now free to head back out into the wasteland. Right, now that we are back outside again, and here's a mole rat somewhere. I definitely heard a mole rat. Okay, fine, doesn't matter. What we're going to do now is we are going to fast travel back to Sanctuary. Oh, we can't fast transfer when enemies are nearby. As I said, I thought I heard a mole rat. Is it going to pop out of the ground? Oh, I think it's attacking the round stag. There we go. Already looted that, I think. Yep, I did indeed. Okay, now directly to the kind of... So, hold on, let me bring this up. Over here, there is a hilltop view. So we're going to turn slightly left and head this way. A couple of random mattresses. And we have leveled up indeed. We probably want to go a little bit further this way, I think it is. Or it might be over on the next peak. Alright, let's have a quick look where we are. Probably a little bit further straight ahead. So I've got a nice little path here. And some vents. Head over here. And as you can see down there, there is an explosives box. There are some doggos. Let's get their attention. Is it just the one? Again, mongrel dog meat, worth collecting. This little scrap area. Jump in, grab X and duct tape, nice. And again, just look around, see if there's anything else worth looting. So you can see some fridges and desks. And washing machine. So again, dryer, nothing in there. A smashed open safe with 2 cap stashes. So again, more caps early in the game, always helpful. Anything in the bath? No. Anything in the back here? Yes. Bed box, 2 stim packs. Another washing machine. Oh, actually, that's a cooker, which is upside down. So there's nothing else there, really. Random mattress that you can sleep on. So if you're in survival mode, you will be able to sleep. Just having a quick look where we are. That's the area that I was talking about. So now that we've found that, what we will do is travel back to Sanctuary. It's a shame actually it's not clear so that you could get a nice view of the Commonwealth from here, but it is what it is. Looking where we are, we're south, this way. Yeah, it's the view here when it's clear is quite nice, but again we've already uncovered multiple locations. Let's travel back to Sanctuary. Okay, now that we're back at Sanctuary, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get out of your power armor. So again, that would be the E key. Dog meat's found something because of course we haven't cleared it out yet. So the next thing you want to do is craft, and what that will do is it will move your power armor into the rack. Then you want to come back out again, and one of the most important steps that a lot of people forget is your fusion core. You want to hit transfer and you want to take out the fusion core. The reason being that prevents your settlers from using your power armor. So whenever you get out of power armor, always take the fusion core out. Just a little tip. Right, we're going to transfer all of our junk. We're going to go through what weapons. So we don't need our Fat Man at the moment or our fragmentation mines. Now this glow-sighted 10mm does 18. It's the same amount of damage. The accuracy and the value is slightly higher. So we'll get rid of our extra ones, plus this. And what we'll do is we'll modify this one. Glow-sighted does less damage but has better range. Heavy pipe pistol, less weapon damage. So get rid of. I'm going to get rid of that as well. Pipe revolver rifle, we just haven't favorited it yet. We've got 2 double-barreled shotguns now, so let's get rid of one. We've got 17 Molotov cocktails. You don't really need that many, so let's transfer 7 over. Because at the moment we're basically concentrating on weight distribution and control. Minigun, do you need it now? No, you don't. So stick it into storage. Snub-nosed 4.4 we will keep, even though we only have 4 rounds. And one of the other things you might want to do at this point is start thinking about weapon modification. So we do have a level up. So what are we going to want to do with that? Well, gun nut level 1 is going to allow us to do some modifications to our weapons. So go to your weapons workbench, go to your 10mm. So we've got a glow sighted at the moment that we decided to keep. What you want to do is you want to go through the standard receiver and you want to make it powerful. Because if you look, we're doing 18 damage. Scroll through, you can do hardened, 22 damage, or powerful, 27 damage. So let's go for a powerful receiver. Then at the moment, it currently has a short barrel. You can change different things. So if you go for a long light barrel, it has a lower weight and the same accuracy. You'll see. So if you flick between the two. So let's go with a long light barrel. Standard magazine at the moment, well, you can go for large, but what you can do is go for quick eject, which does give you a quicker reload speed, which is quite handy to have. It currently has the glow sights. We don't need a muzzle. You can add a compensator if you want to slightly increase the accuracy. I would say it's not worth it. Now, depending on what content you have, one of the other things that you could do is now give it a paint job. So I have multiple ones. So I have Bats, Brotherhood of Steel, Enclave, Jack-O-Lantern for Halloween, Tunnel Snakes, and I also have Vault-Tec. So I do tend to like putting Vault-Tec paint onto it. And then you've also got the grip. So it's currently got comfort, but if you go for Sharpshooter, what you will do is you will increase the range. Which does make it, the accuracy, which does make it a little bit better. So yeah, let's put that on. So there we go, we've modified the weapon and we can come out. And what we will now do is go into our Pip-Boy and favourite it, because of course we didn't have it equipped. So put that into slot 1, and we now have a slightly better 10mm pistol in slot 1, so you can see we've got the glow sights on it. And I do think that's about 2 hours into the game. One of the other things you might want to do at this point is start tidying up Sanctuary, so I'm just going to quickly go in and recycle this house. Again, recycle the other stuff as well, we don't need. And just go around and see if there's anything else. So this is around the edge, so we'll recycle that out. And again, I tend to turn this into my coffee shop. So there we go, everything cleared out. Might as well get rid of the wood as well. Come back out. Now, where do we want to go next? Well, what we'll do is we're going to travel to Wicked Shipping. So I'm just going to fast travel to make it a little bit quicker. Now, the reason we've come here is because we want to travel south. Okay, what have you found, dog meat? Go on, show me, boy. We've already emptied out this lorry. Interesting. We cleared that out last time. Surely everything hasn't respawned in there. Well, we're about to find out as he messes up this jump multiple times again. Ah, first time this time. Okay, Radex. Okay, we have full respawn. So, Molotov cocktail, fragmentation mine, and some other stuff. Okay, well, that was a quick respawn. So, we're in Wicked Shipping, and what you want to do now is where we are, is we want to head out this way and south. So, we want to head west, sorry, but we need to be outside, so let's head west. Again, it's dark. It would have been better if it was daylight. And what we will do is I will show you the trader that I mentioned last time that we didn't actually go and visit. So on this little lake here. As we've already visited the wrecked house, and there is another magazine as well that we will go to. I will show you. Nothing in the fridge. Wrecked building. Again, nothing really here. You can see a light in the distance. That always tends to be an indicator that there is something there. And where is that? That's kind of off in this direction. Ooh, soft shell. Dog meat, you're going to get involved at all? Oh no, I'm stuck on a rock. Right, we need some food. Let's go to our aid. And what we can do for now is we can drink a couple of purified waters. There's one dead. This is the bolt action rifle, by the way, so it does a lot more damage, but you do have to... Oh, it's out of ammo now. As is my pipe pistol. Let's give it a reload. Okay. Well, that forced us off in a direction that we didn't want to go. You're alright, boy. You're all good. Okay, so again, just quickly have a look at our map, and we are here, so we want to turn slightly right. That campfire light that we saw, I do believe is up here. There it is, in the distance. Ah yes, the creepy mannequins. Turn on your light as it's dark, unless of course it's daylight and you don't need to worry about it. I do love these unique locations. So you've got some dandy boy apples, you've got the couple of mannequins here. Up on the table at the back you have some Nuka-Cola and some gumdrops. So again, just like a little mini location. There's not really much here, but again, it's another location. Now, one of the other things we want to do is go to the southern side of the lake, because if you're doing a lot of cooking, this is a very important magazine to get early, which is double meat from kills. Again, got this little house bit here as well. Again, just a little chair viewing. Again, it's one of those kind of just, it's highlighting the nuclear damage, really. I mean, you can see there's nothing here, but there is, if you were on survival mode, another sleeping mat. Because, of course, it's the only way to save the game, if you're on survival mode. So again, walking around the lake. Let's see whereabouts we are. We need to walk a little bit further. Yeah. And you can see there's multiple fires, so there's a place over there, place over there. This is Sunshine Tidings Co-op. And this is where the magazine is that's going to give us our extra meat. You'll see over here, I mean, it's lit up with candles and stuff, and it's like, okay, why? Is there anything interesting here? No. It's literally just a lit up point. But here we are at Sunshine Tidings. Now, this place is absolutely full of ghouls, so what you're going to want to do is go around and just quickly clear it all out. Oh, I was hoping for a first time. Oh my goodness, I broke a bobby pin, really? There we go, that's more like it.
That's it.
I think it's just the one in here. Yep, so in here, this first one, Rad X, a restored desk fan. So again, one of those completely undamaged items if you want to make Sanctuary look nice. Stimpack and Radaway, nothing in the cabinet. Over at the side, a toy car, a red note Nuka-Cola t-shirt, battered clipboard, bottle of bourbon, but more importantly, bourbon that is undamaged. So again, good shelf item if you want to make your home look nice. We've got a surgical tray, we've got a Radaway and a Stimpack. So again, very good stuff. Couple of coffee cups and a Luxo Brew coffee pot. And again, what we're doing here is we're just literally walking around every single hut. Now, some will have ghouls, some will have nothing, and some will have good stuff. So, Nuka Cherry t-shirt, we're going to take that. Again, you can sell it, or if you want to wear some casual wear. The robot is friendly, so don't shoot at him. And again, go around one by one with the cabins. And one of these cabins has a magazine which will give you extra meat. Dog meat, seriously. So again, just loot everything off. You can see the magazine on the floor, by the way. Pre-war money. And you've got the steamer trunk. Again, lots of really good stuff. Brain fungus, but more importantly,
Yes.
Wasteland Survival Guide. Now, permanently collect extra meat from animal kills. Very important magazine if you're on survival mode. So again, take that. Just highlighting again where on the map it is. It is in the Sunshine Tidings Co-op. And that is pretty much it for this hour 2 of Fallout 4. Just don't forget the cap stash. Again, just carry on going around building by building. And in the middle, in the warehouse, there is a workbench, and it will unlock it as another settlement. But that magazine, as I said, quite important, regardless of if you're doing survival mode or not. Because one of the other things that it's good for is if you go to your perks. One of the perks that a lot of people go with is like lead belly, so taking less radiation from eating or drinking. Well, if you've got the magazine that gives you extra meat and you're cooking, that food has no radiation. So it kind of negates the point of having that as a perk and sinking 3 points into it, which is really unnecessary. So yeah. All good stuff, and thank you for watching, and all it leaves me to say, of course, is good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and from me, Know It All Gaming, good night, and catch you on the next one. Oh, actually, one last thing, if you do have any questions, comments, or anything else, do drop them below, and if you're not subscribed, why the hell not? It's free.